Okay, good morning, everybody. We're going to get going now. So, going to get yourself standing up on your mat, feet hip distance apart. And we're going to start going through our stretches. Welcome back. Happy New Year. Going to start with those feet hip distance apart and just starting off with some gentle neck stretches. Ear to shoulder, rotate round chin to chest, and ear to the other side. So for anybody that's new to this class, we use a few small bits of equipment, but at home to start out with, you can use a few things, just household things that I'll advise you about. And if you want to, you can drop into the clinic during the week and buy the bits and pieces, or you can source them anywhere. Just drop us a line, I'll give you some information. Okay, come back into the middle, and that hot air balloon is drawing your head to the ceiling. Take your shoulders up to the ears, fingers pull to the floor. I think everybody needs a good stretch at this stage after the new year or after Christmas break. Maybe there's a bit of tension in those shoulders with all the COVID business that's going on. Okay, move into circles with those shoulders. Big round circles. Everything else is still. That head is lifting, feet are nice and solid. And start to think about your arch lifting in your feet. So you've got good pressure or good weight distribution from your heel, under your big toe, under your little toe, those parts of your foot that your weight is going through all those areas. It's not just in your heel. And your arch is lifting, nice strong legs. Rotate the other direction, open that chest, keep your head lifting, nice long neck. Okay, take those hands out wide, big spread wide, fingers touch and reach, active arms, just taking into big circles. Now palms touch, you make an arrow, breath in, and exhale across to stretch. Push those hips away from the fingers, feet solid. Back into the middle, chest forwards, and reach. Center, and reach. Up we come, and through. Back up, reach wide, hands by your sides. Big inhale into these side ribs. And exhale, roll down. Chin to chest, curl and round forwards. Keep the legs as straight as you can without having a big strain on your back. Release the weight of your head towards the floor. And nod the head. Nice light neck, light movements, soft movements. So we're taking the weight of your head off your neck, giving it a gentle little stretch. And side to side. So you're just looking over your shoulder. In a loose movement, you're not over forcing it. We're coming back into the middle. Fold your arms across so that you're holding the opposite elbow. Keep your bum steady in the middle and take your arms and your upper body to one side, back into the middle, over to the other side, but those legs aren't moving. Release those hands to the floor. Have a big deep breath into the side ribs. And exhale up. So start to tuck your tailbone, draw in the lower tummy, build up your spine. You're curling up, stacking the spine, vertebrae and vertebrae, head lift, and drop those shoulders, fingers to the floor, really lengthening out. Press into the ribs. And exhale it down. Rolling and curling down, just releasing the weight of those hands, releasing the head. Big deep breath into those ribs. And exhale back up. Roll in the tummy. Build up vertebrae by vertebrae. The last thing to lift your head is lifting with the hot air balloon and those shoulders. Down and away from your ears. Keep your feet as they are. Take all your weight over into your left foot or into your right foot. Doesn't matter, whichever one you start off with. Lift up that opposite leg. That this thigh is parallel to the floor, that's your tabletop. Draw in the tummy for your balance, take the arms out. Tap and clap, so tap your foot, clap your hands overhead. Draw back that tummy for your balance, nice little light tap. If you're very wobbly doing two, just keep the arms out and do your leg. And stop, steady up. Circle those arms. So the arms are nice and straight, you're circling from your shoulders. It's really helpful to pick a spot to concentrate on. Spot that isn't moving, somewhere ahead of you. Stop the arms, reverse. Roll back that tummy, that's where your balance is. Let's stop. And gently and controlled down. Should land hip distance apart and you're just shifting your weight over onto the opposite side. Draw back that tummy, tailbone tuck. Reach. Opposite leg is in the air. Hold nice and steady. Nice long neck. Head lifting with the hot air balloon. Chin tuck. Tap and clap. Every exhale, be aware that you're drawing that tummy back. And reach when you're next. Have those arms out. Start into your circles. Keep the shoulders down. Straight elbows and straight wrists. All the movement is coming from your shoulders. Roll back that tummy. And let's reverse. And stop. Steady up. Release down. We want quiet movements. It's a sign that you're in more control. There's no big flop down. We're just going up onto those tiptoes. Hot air balloon is lifting you high. Don't let your ankles roll out. They're staying in the center. Draw in the tummy. Take deep breath into those side ribs. And stay steady. Tighten the calves so you're really lifting those heels. Drop down. So you can lift the forefoot off the floor, so you're lifting your toes, your weight is back in the heels. So the opposite of tiptoes. Come back onto the flat foot and lift off, heels up high. Tuck that tailbone, draw the lower tummy to the spine. Try not to let the ankles roll out. Chin tuck, nice long neck. You're lengthening yourself as much as possible. and drop down. And we're going to get onto our blocks on the mat. So if you don't have a block at home, they're a little bit bigger than a yoga block, and just use a cushion or two cushions under your bum to start off with today. So it's just to help you have a nice long spine when you're sitting, as opposed to collapsing forwards if you're too low. So sitting with the whatever is most comfortable, cross-legged or hip distance apart with your feet. We're going to grab our circles and starting off just at shoulder level, eyes are through the hand hold, and if you don't have a circle, touch your palms together, interlace your fingers and reach the palms away. Just be sure that they're down at shoulder level, that you're not up here, the shoulders are down away from the ears. Inhale and exhale to turn, eyes through the hand hold. Breathing in, and let's take it back. So the eyes are moving with the circle, the stretches in your lower back or middle back, and your bum is not shifting. Back to the middle and open. Turn to the right and center. And twist. And it's amazing how you can tighten up in a short length of time. A few weeks. Back we come. Twist. Center and open. Middle. Twist. Back we come. Release down the circle. Swap your hand hold. You're going now, your knuckles are on the inside of the handles. Fingers are straight. Breath in and exhale. Those hands to reach to the ceiling. Fingers are pointing to the ceiling. Shoulders are down. Breathing in and open out that your side flexing to the right. Keep that bum stuck to the floor. Back into the middle and opposite. Reach through the fingers. So with nice straight active arms. Center. Right. Chest forwards. Center. Opposite. Back to the middle. And reach. Back to the middle. Reach. Up we come. Breathing in. And lower down. Not all the way, stop again at shoulder level. Inhale. And exhale to twist. And faster, you're moving through the middle and out. And faster. Well, faster than our first set. We're not stopping at the edges. We're just touching to the edge of your range, coming back into the middle, and as far as you can go, and back. Be aware of your breath into the lower ribs, not into the shoulders. Back we come to the center, release down. Your circle. You're going to lift those elbows up to shoulder level. Take the fingers to the ceiling. So you're opening out the chest. And we're going to double over. So your right elbow is going underneath your left. Turn the right hand, grab onto your wrist. Release the elbows to your body. Release your chest, chin to your chest, and we're curling. Rounding forwards. Have a big deep breath in. Feel the stretch around your ribs. And exhale, draw in the tummy and start to build up your spine. Take those fingers to the ceiling. Fingers are back to shoulder level. They're releasing, or elbows are releasing to your body, chin to chest, and round forwards. Breathing in, big stretch of the ribs. Exhale up. Draw in the tummy, build up your spine. Fingers lift. Release to shoulder level. Unwrap your hands. Open. Fingers to the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale to swap your wrap around. So the left hand is going, or the left elbow is below, right on top, turn them towards each other. Turn the left hand to hold onto the wrist. Release and round. So elbows are coming towards your body, then you're rounding forwards. Big deep breath in. And exhale up, draw in the tummy, build up your spine, vertebrae on vertebrae, fingers to the ceiling. And draw. Elbows to your body, hip, chin to chest, round forwards. Big deep breath in. Take it up. And release. Last time, build up your spine. Lift those fingers and open back out. We're going to keep the fingers up there for one more set of twists. Inhale and exhale. Keep that chin center tucked. Rotate from your chest. And back. And twist to the left. And back. And twist. And back. And twist. And back, and twist. Keep those fingers awake and active. Back into the middle for your last twist out. And back. Release those arms down and one more twist with the left hand on the outside of the left or right side. Right fingers in behind, so you're breathing into the lift and length into the ceiling. Inhale to lift off. Exhale to twist and push into that hand for an extra little bit of stretch. We're staying there for another breath. So lift and lengthen, exhale, twist. Back we come into the middle. Walk those hands around, opposite side. Keep that head, lift into the ceiling and then twist on your exhale. Lift and lengthen and twist. Back into the middle. And you're just going to walk those hands out in front. Eyes on the fingers. And then release your head. So you're getting a stretch between your shoulder blades. Slide them back, draw in the tummy, build up your spine, lift your head, drop those shoulders. We're going to get down onto our mats now. So we should have the spine and the shoulder blades well warmed up. So if you don't have, actually, if you haven't done this class before, don't use your ball unless you're very familiar with it. Just be on the mat, on your bum on the mat when we lie down. So feet are hip distance apart. If you have your ball and you've been used to using it, pop it onto your sacrum, your middle back. So in the center of your back, at the junction of your sacrum or your tailbone area. Not in the arch of your back, not too high up. But if you're just on the flat of your mat, we're going into our imprint position. So big deep breath into those ribs and exhale. Tuck the tailbone, draw down the lower tummy towards the spine. Breathe in and release and relax. Let that go. Inhale to the ribs. Exhale just to tuck. Tilt the pelvis back towards the mat. Breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale to tuck back. We're going to stay there and everybody is lifting off into tabletop. So one leg is off and the other one is joining and we're just holding the weight of our legs there to start off with. So you're breathing in. And when you're exhaling, you're drawing that tummy back towards the spine and just feeling the effort to hold the legs stable. Keep the chin tucked, you have a nice long neck behind. Hold those drinks steady that are on your across your knees. Or across your, yes, across your knees and across your shins. Keep the little hip distance between your knees. And take your right hand overhead, stretch wide. We're doing a semicircle and keeping those legs steady. Stop by your side, release the hand to the mat, opposite side, reach overhead. Wide semicircle, the hand is hovering, it's not touching the mat. Keep those legs steady. Release that hand by your side when it comes back by your side. Just double check in, you haven't gathered any tension in those shoulders, so little tuck of the shoulder blades in behind. And let's start into our toe taps. All the movement is from the hip, not the knee. One leg is moving, the other is steady. Slow and steady to start out with. And stop. Keep those legs steady. Extend. Heel, leg pull, so push that heel out. One leg and then the other. Draw down that tummy. Straighten on your exhale, push the heel out on your exhale, draw it back on the inhale. And stop at your tabletop. Back to quicker little reps of toe tapping. So build up the pace. But you be sure all this movement is from your hip, your knee isn't kicking down. You're controlling the whole weight of your leg. And draw down that tummy that your abdomen and your trunk is steady. Only the legs are moving. And back we come, steady. One leg down to land, other one to join. If you're still on your ball, or if you're on your ball, lift your bum, pull it out, come back down flat. Hands on your ribs and let those knees drop out. So keep the hands on the ribs to hold your upper body to the mat. We just want to stretch of that lower back, knees together, they're moving like window wipers, side to side. Back into the middle. Take your block or your cushion. Turn yourself on your side. Knees bent. If you have a ball, have it within reach. That we will come to using it. Actually, take it in your hand, but you don't need it equally. It's just to stop it rolling out. So it's in between the two hands. The top hand is going to take it with it. We're going to do our spinal rotations. Breath in and exhale. Reach the arms. Sink the shoulder down into the joint. So we're stopping at 90 degrees, shoulder sink. And then open over the top. Reach out, keep that pelvis forwards, breathe in. And open out further. Inhale. And take the ball back or take your hand, empty hand back, hands touch. Have your breath in. And exhale, float. Sink that shoulder away from your ear. Open, keep those hips forwards. Breathe in. And soften and open for more. Inhale. And back. Touch. Reach to the ceiling. Sink the shoulder. Open. Breath in. Open further. Inhale. Exhale over. Touch. Reach. Sink the shoulder. Open. Inhale. Exhale, open further. Breathing in and back. Over the top, one more touch. Reach. Sink that shoulder. Open further. Inhale. And open further. Eyes to the ball. Keep those hips forwards. Breathe in and take it back. Over the top to touch. We're going to start off with the ball between our knees. If you don't have a ball, you just continue. No ball, that's fine. Fingers to the ceiling. Draw the tummy towards your spine to stabilize. And the top leg is rotating. It's a reverse clam. The sole of the foot is coming towards the ceiling. Knees stay stacked. Touch. Open. Draw back that tummy. So we're working your groin muscles. Keep the chin towards your throat to make sure you're not straining your neck. You're not overarching the back of your neck. Okay, land to stay. Swap your ball between the ankles. We're closing the hands to start off with. Draw the tummy right back into the spine. So when you're on your side and you draw your tummy back towards your spine, your underneath waist should become really light on the floor, that your ribs are lifted. So tummy tight and open both. Keep your body facing forwards, your hips and pelvis facing forwards. Only that top hip is rotating to let you lift the knee, and the shoulder is moving at the same time with a nice straight active arm to the ceiling. Every exhale, draw that belly button in towards the spine. And stop where you're wide now. Everybody lift those 2 feet off. Close your knees, drop the feet. So we're opening, lift the heels. Knees and hands close, drop. So if you have no ball, your heels are just touching each other. So the sequence is open the knees, open the arm, lift the feet. Drop the knees, close, feet down. So open, lift, close, down. Open, lift, close, down. Open and lift and close, drop. Open, lift, close, drop. Open, lift, close and down. Open, lift and stay. close, open, close, open, close, open, close, and open, and close, and open, close. Open, that tummy should be working, keep it be solid from your waist up. Keep going, and hold when you're open. Draw back that tummy and widen. And close both. Drop the 2 feet. If you have a ball in there, release it. Lift up this top leg, take it forwards to about waist level, release it to the floor, and straighten the underneath. So the underneath leg is totally straight. We're taking those fingers of the top hand back to the ceiling. And we're starting to do a little kick off with that underneath leg. So kick and come down to a hover. Don't bring it all the way to the mat. Kick and hover. Kick and hover. Kick, hover, kick, hover, kick, hover, kick, hover, kick, and hover, and kick, hover, kick up, hover, kick, and hover, kick, hover, kick, hover, kick, hover, kick, hover, kick, and stay in your hover. So don't let the leg come to the floor. We're moving into circles with that underneath leg. So circling for 2 and stop. Reverse your direction, go 2 that way. And stop, and forwards for 2. Reverse for 2. And forwards for 2. And reverse for 2. And forwards. And reverse. And forwards. Keep that leg straight, reverse for 2, and stop, and release. Hands touch, and we're going to have a big long spinal rotation or big extra stretch. Reach that hand to the ceiling, leave the top leg really heavy on the floor, look out to those fingers. Breath in. Now really open into that on your next exhale. Breathe in, exhale, open further. We're getting a really big opening of the chest and upper back. Using the weight of that leg to keep you stuck to the floor. Come back, over the top, touch down, give that hip a little bit of a tap out. I'm going to straighten these legs on top of each other. Point your toes and really straighten. So you can let the underneath leg hover off. Just giving the legs a big stretch. Head is drawn towards the upper end of your mat. And release down. And get yourself over onto your other side. Take your ball with you. Knees bent, that your heels are roughly in line with your bum if you look down. Make sure that underneath shoulder is nicely tucked in. Inhale, ball to the ceiling on your exhale, and drop that shoulder over the top. Keep those hips forwards. Big deep breath in. And out further with that ball, really open, but keep those hips forward. Inhale. Exhale over. And touch. And lift, sink, and open. Breathing in, opening further. Inhale, exhale over the top. Touch, reach, sink, open. Inhale, exhale it out further. Over the top, back. Last time up. Down with the shoulder, over the top. Keep those hips forwards, breathing in, and open more. Over the top you go, and touch. We're going to pop this ball between your knees, or if you don't have a ball, the knees are just together, fingers to the ceiling, and let's start opening that top hip. So the little rotation of the knee to allow the foot rise. Trying to bring the sole of the foot parallel to the ceiling. Keep that chin tucked, that you have a nice long neck in behind. Two more. And swap your ball between the ankles. Oh. Fingers together, palms together. Open and close. So keep the tummy drawn towards your spine, that it's stabilizing the trunk, the upper body. And we're triggering off your glutes to work along with your core, helping you stabilize. Okay, open, lift those feet, close knees and hands, drop, open, lift, close, drop, open, lift, close, drop, and open, lift off, close, drop, open, lift, close it down, release, open and lift, close, drop, open, lift, close, drop. Next time, open, take off and stay, and close. Quick little closures. Next time you're staying open. And again, quick little closures. Open and down. Drop out your ball, lift up to hip level, take it forwards, release onto the floor and stretch out that underneath leg and give that top hip a little pat. Our underneath leg is nice and straight. We're taking some work into that underneath leg, so kick and drop. Kick and drop. Lift, release, lift, release. Up we go and down. Kick and down to the hover. Don't let it go to the floor. Hover and kick. Keep that leg underneath is really straight. Those toes are pointing. So your quads on the front are nice and active. You're still taking those nice deep breaths into the ribs and drawing the tummy back. Stop in your hover. Fingers to the ceiling. Whole leg forwards for 2 circles. And stop. Reverse for 2. And stop. And forwards for 2. And stop. Reverse for 2. And stop. Forwards for 2. And stop. Reverse for 2. And stop. We'll last set each way. Stop. Take it back. And stop. Drop. Hands together. Reach. Shoulder down. Open. Big deep breath in. And take that further. Breathing in. Again, open it out, big twist. Over the top, touch down, give the hip a little pat out again. And let's stretch those legs on top. Float your underneath one a little bit. So you're pointing through two straight legs, chin tuck, and the crown of your head is stretching this direction away. Big long body. Wriggle those toes. Keep the underneath leg floating. And let the two legs come down together. Gonna turn over onto your back now. And if you have a circle, grab it. If you don't have a circle, what you're going to use is just an ordinary belt. I'm going to use a belt, just the circle. People know what to do with the circle. You're going to grab it around the sole of your foot below your toes. Straighten out that underneath leg, and we're trying to straighten the ones in the air. So we're trying to straighten the knee of this one that's in the air. Also the calf. So this area, I'm coming into your heel and your Achilles tendon. We want to lengthen all of that out. On the leg that's on the floor, toes to the ceiling. So keep it active and straight. Try to keep the back of this one, stuck to the floor. Now take the leg across your body. Back you come into the center and take your leg out towards the floor. Opening the inside of the leg, opening the groin. Body stays on the mat. Take it back and stop in the center again. Opposite leg should still be nice and straight with those toes to the ceiling. You're going to try to lift it to meet alongside and drop. Well, it's a controlled release. It's not a drop. Lift and release. Maybe that's a better word for me. Lift off, keeping it straight. Let's spread out our toes. Put a little bit of air between each toe. Make the foot really active. Now slowly release down. So we're counting 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release to the floor. Take the leg in the air across your body. And take it away. Back we come into the middle. Take the opposite leg up to meet. Now, do a little maneuver that you're swapping your feet. So that you're holding the stretch on the left, right foot is alongside it, and it's starting to do its releases to drop. And lift. And drop it down. Just a steady movement. Active feet. Lift. And down. And up we come. Down. Lift. Down. And release that leg to the floor. You're going to take your left across the body. And out. and open to the floor. Opposite side of your body, nice and flat to the floor. If you're tipping on this side to get that leg down, you've gone too far. Take it back into the air a little bit if that's happening. Coming back. Right leg up alongside. We're doing a nice slow release now. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it down. One last time, stretching the left, take it across, and take it away. And back. Knee bend, let it go. We're going to come up into our bridges after we've had that nice stretch. So I'm just moving down, so I have room. Make sure you have room overhead for a nice stretch. Taking the hands up. So before we lift off into bridge, take the heels a little closer to your bum. Shoulder blades down your back behind. Knees hip distance apart, and they stay there hip distance apart. Have a nice breath into these ribs to start off with. And exhale, tucking the tailbone and rolling and curling your spine away. Up into a high bridge. And we'll just release, replace that spine vertebrae by vertebrae back down. We're just warming up, tucking the tailbone, curling up and away. And rolling back down. Just like a wave, you're taking your pelvis away, peeling your spine away, taking it back down. Wave up, so curl up, release down. Take it up, tuck the tailbone, curl away. Staying up there and reach those hands. Overhead, big wide circle. So keep that bum up. Wide circles with the hands. Really reach overhead. Don't let that bum drop. Stay up overhead. Tiptoes, flat foot. Tiptoes, flat foot. Tiptoes, lift your toes off that you're on your heels. So run tiptoes, heel. And don't let your knees spread wide. There will be a little tendency that the knees want to roll out wider. Don't let that happen. Tiptoes, flat foot, lift the feet off. We're warming up those calves. They've just had a really nice stretch. Check in with your your shoulders if they're not risen up towards your ears. And stop. Drop the hands by your side. Big wide circles, so your opposite direction with these circles now. Reach wide, so those shoulder blades should be really mobilized up. We've done lots of opening the shoulders and the hips today. Keep that bum high. Next time, when the fingers are to the ceiling, stay and curl your spine back down. Tailbone release, roll back up. Tuck the tailbone, peel your spine away, roll back down. Keep those knees steady. Think about the weight in your feet, that your weight is through your whole foot, not just your heels. Roll up and away. Roll it back down. Curl up and away. Rolling down. Flat back and stay there. Take your knees in. Little hug. Knees to chest. And when we're here, just circle the feet. So circle those toes. Circle your ankles. change the direction of your feet circles. Stop. Wrap the hands around. You get a really nice tight grip and hug yourself in to the little balls of your forehead to your knees. Release. It's hard to talk when you're squeezing yourself in there. Chin tuck. Take your forehead up. Release it down. Chin tuck. Roll up. Squeeze. Down. And just keep the hands around the knees and give yourself a little side to side rock out. That your weight is releasing that lower back. And we're going to come over onto our hands and knees for one last stretch. Actually, just drop those feet to the floor first of all and do window wipers. And then we're just going to come onto the hands and knees and do a little cat stretch. So we've given the back such a good lengthening through the session. You should be an inch taller when you get up. Okay, turn yourself over. Arms and knees. Hands directly below the shoulders. Knees below the hips. Inhale. And exhale, and to release your head, push into those two hands, tuck your tailbone, drawing the lower tummy, really high cat stretch. So the upper back is really arched to the ceiling, your head is releasing down, and release your cat to a flat back. You're not going into an arched lower back, you're not going into this, we're staying here in a cat or a flat back. Tailbone tuck first and arch up. Give yourself a really nice big stretch. Take your bum back to your heels. And draw in that tummy and lift off. Back you come. Lift off. Draw in that tummy and lift. We're back. Bum to heels. And lift. Hold. Flatten out the back and just stick your bum out that you're looking over the side, you're looking over to that hip on the right side. Come back over to the middle and do the same over the left. And back. Just giving yourself a little side stretch before we finish up and come back into a shell. Bum to heels, hands are opening forwards. Take the hands off to your right hand side. Keep the bum down. And back we come last. Stretch to the left, release down. Into the middle and come back up. And folks, that is us. So, welcome back. Good to get going again.
Thanks, Aileen.
You have any questions,
Aileen.
you can drop me an email.
Okay.